Welcome into a very cold Clearview Ice Arena for tonight's CHE Men's Division 4 matchup between the West Virginia Mountaineers and your Robert Morris Colonials. I am Andrew Keel, flying solo for the time being, might be joined a little bit later, but as for now, flying solo. Colonials come in to 2026 off the back of a win against Shippensburg, a non-league game. West Virginia last played Penn State Altoona and won that one 2-1, splitting the season series with them. As we get ready for this, the Colonials and Mountaineers both started their season against each other. And it was not a great start for this Colonial team, taking on the Mountaineers in their first ever game as a franchise. They lost that one 5-2. But since then, a lot less goal scoring for the Mountaineers, averaging 2 goals a game, as apart from 2 blowout wins against Cal U. So the Colonials, you want to run up the score, and maybe you can get away with one tonight and force an upset. We will send it down for starting lineups and national anthem with Mr. Austin McLean.
Please rise as your aim or wave your hats and direct your attention to the flags beside the scoreboard for the singing of our national anthem by Army's own Mr. John Tucci.
Thank you. And thank you for this game and all the games today, for all the different teams. Thank you all for being an inspiration. Give yourselves a hand for being that inspiration, everyone. Thank you all. I wish everyone all the best tonight. Have a wonderful game tonight. Remember the friendships you have for a lifetime. Good luck in this game tonight. And I wish all of you the greatest season, the greatest New Year you could ever have in many ways. We pay great tribute to our American flag and the stars and stripes. And the little flags that all of you waving. Every flag that you're waving tonight, it has so much meaning. It represents every soldier and veteran, police officer, fireman, first responder, and all of our nurses all over the world. They gave up everything in their life so these flags will stand in this arena and you can play the game of hockey here in America. It's an honor to a men
Love to have Tucci in the building. It always brightens the mood as we get ready for the final of our triple header here on the island tonight. Colonials so far this weekend, 2 shootout wins and a regulation win. All looking positive for the Colonials, but all 3 of those have been upset wins as well. So coming into another upset watch as well, as the Mountaineers currently in the 2 seed in the D4 playoffs. Colonials on the outside of the playoffs looking in the 4 seed. But good news for Colonials fans, most games in hand out of any team. They have the most games yet to play, so they still control their own destiny for making the D4 playoffs. We get ready for puck drop. It'll be Noah Lander in net for the Mountaineers. For the Colonials, it'll be Nate McBride rocking a 2-2 record with a half shutout and a .333 goals against average. Has been shining recently, seeing if he can stay on top of his game. This 4th line that has gelled so well over the season starts the night for the Colonials, but the Mountaineers will win the faceoff. It'll go up to Lurkey. He'll bounce it off the wall. He'll find Stahl in his feet, where it'll be sent on net to be covered by McBride as we get a whistle 12 seconds into this first period. It'll be one again by the Mountaineers back to the point. Forrester will move it down to Lurkey. Lurkey fans on it, hits the side of the net. Stahl towards the slot, and it bounces its way in front of McBride, and he'll cover for another whistle as we get 2 whistles in just about 20 seconds. Game is almost at a 45-minute delay due to the overtime and subsequent shootout from the D3 game. Puck drop around 9:41 when it was supposed to be about 9:10. I guess that's more of a half hour, but scheduled time was 9 o'clock. Is another whistle as we might hit midnight tonight if the game keeps going at this speed. We've had 3 whistles and it hasn't even been 30 seconds. That means less than a whistle every 10 seconds. Another face-off, another win for the Mountaineers. Turnaround shot is blocked in front. Stahl will fling that one towards the net. It's broken up by Drass, and he will send that one out to center. Forrester will grab it for the Mountaineers. He'll tread back to his own waters. Lurkey will move back to him. They will play catch with it along the wall and eventually move it back. Still playing catch with these two. Eventually Lurkey will move into the Colonial zone for another shot and another whistle with 19:04 to go in the first. not shaping up to be a very quick game indeed. Another draw in front of McBride. It'll be Miles opposed from Atkinson. That'll be one to the wall. Scrum for it. Mountaineers will come out with it. Sent down below by Page. Or back behind, it'll be picked up by Dawkin and the Colonials. Gets knocked off the puck, and it goes over to Pulio. He'll move up the wall to find Romano. Straight at the middle, finding Elijah Zeissmiller, this team's leading goal and point scorer on the D4 Colonials. Mizgorski, he'll move it up the wall. Blocked by Miles, and back to the Mountaineers it'll go. Rossi will go up the middle to intercept the Romano. He's got it in the slot, gets pickpocketed from behind. Colonials keep possession. Zeissmiller sends it behind. It'll be picked up by Miles. He's taken down. Bouncing puck will go to the Mountaineers. Still a fight for it, and eventually it is the Mountaineers who take it. Dumped back in by Pulio. Romano has it. He'll just send it behind. Chris Conley, fresh off the bench, is zooming in to get that puck as the Bruiser line steps on the ice. Sent towards the middle. Connolly shot. Doesn't get all of it. Another shot from a bad angle goes off the side of the net. As that one will be headed and kept in by Zach Connolly. Doing his best Nate McBride impression with all his head saves that he makes. Fresh off the bench. It's Basso. He'll move it up forward. Page's shot is saved there by McBride. Connolly will go up to Crabtree. Off the wall, Connolly will go up to Connolly. Scrum for the puck, and eventually getting it is Keeger and the Mountaineers. Chris Conley, a lot of speed and a lot of grit out of him, able to win the race of that puck. Puck in feet, trying to spin around for a shot. Klim can't get it. Multiple bodies tumbling. Keeger will move that one forward. Emenecker. Or that is Spiewak. He drops it back. Can't get the shot off, spins it back to his point. Sanders, shot, it's blocked. Two Colonials run into each other. Comes out to the point, it's barely kept in there by Moscow. Sent down low and then sent back up by the Mountaineers as two Colonials hit each other, which results in the Mountaineers keeping the puck. Back to Moscow. His shot is blocked by his own man. Crabtree can't get a handle on it. It'll be pushed forward. Here comes Billy Shaver. Shaver in one-on-one shot. Save made by Lander with the glove. 16:25 to go in the first period. Been a while since we had that whistle that I had said we were getting so many of in that first minute. Borsch will move it back to the point. Pulio keeps it in. Borsch will just send it into open space. Mountaineers be the first one to it. It's Emenecker. He'll flip it behind. Pulio able to stick lift to keep the puck away from the Mountaineer forward. Chipped in there as the Mountaineers will circle back to their own zone, center around the wall. It'll be poked out in the slot. Now the Mountaineers take it out. Carrying up his Dysing. Shot, save made by McBride, and he'll hold it again. 15:49 in the first. Not a lot of shots for the Colonials so far, something that they need to do a lot better of. They were doubled in shots in their previous meeting by the Mountaineers. They'll move this one up. Emenecker takes a tumble, so he can't hold the puck. Pulio got to do something with it. He'll just try and send it to the wall. Emenecker with it, loses it to Pulio. He'll join the rush. Pulio will go behind the net, pressured by Baker. Takes a tumble, but keeps the puck over to Kravitz. Kravitz shot goes off the side of the net. Forrester pressured hard. He'll drop it back here to Dysing. Kravitz runs into him, but loses his own footing. Going up for the Mountaineers, Basong forces a first turnover, but a pass goes right back to the Mountaineers as we hit 5 minutes into this game. Chori will hit the long stretch pass, but it'll go straight to the stick of Lurkey. He will elect to just dump it in, as Chori will corral it in his own zone, tries to get it out and does. Just swinging at it, and now Drass will move up for the Colonials. Drass sent on net. It's stopped by Lander. Trying to clear it up with the Mountaineers. Connolly keeps it in for the moment as a Basong block stops a rush the other way. McBride sends it around. No one there for the Colonials, but a misplay, and they get it back. Miles will try and move it up the wall. This is Ice Miller, but Colonials were changing. Mizgorski will move it over to Rossi. As that pass goes through a bunch of skates and will be our first icing of the game. 13:56 to go. Draw comes in. It'll be won by the Mountaineers once again. Kept in at the line by Bucci, but can't do anything with it. Lurkey will just flip it, and it'll go to the Colonials. Romano gets past Rossi, but can't get past Mizgorski. Shaver will circle back with it. He'll go back over to Romano. Fans on the dump in, and it goes to Bucci. He'll just send it in off a tip of Romano. Losing the puck there was Mizgorski. Turnaround shot by Zeiss. Miller is blocked. Shaver will send it down. It's picked up Atkinson. He'll flip it to the wall, but Zeiss Miller is there for the Colonials. Tried to move it up the wall, but it's broken up. Gets his own puck back. Goes to Romano, up to the point. Shaver tried to go down the wall. Too many Mountaineers in the way. Takes a shot there, and it's blocked by Mizgorski. Fanned on the clear, and eventually getting it out with Page. As Pulio just kicks this one into the Mountaineer zone. Over to get his Moscow. He'll go back across to Sanders. Here comes Big Timmy Williams. Moscow now gets broken up by Zeiss Miller. Zeiss Miller, he'll just send that one on net, so Lander can cover it. And a whistle, 12:31 to go in the first. Bruiser line on the ice again. Connolly loses that draw. Carrying out his Basso. They got a 2-on-1. Dawkin the only one back. Shot, save made. Rebound is not available on the back door for Page. Carrying up his Crabtree. Colonials have their own makeshift 2-on-1, but a late trailer breaks that one up. Moscow will go over to Page. Page is shadowed by Crabtree. Forces him to drop it. Sent behind the net. Bounce goes to Pulio as Big Timmy Williams will help get that puck out of the zone for the Colonials. Kieger will flip that one back into the Colonial zone, and all the Mountaineers will change. Dawkin will go. He will just hit the line and dump it in. Rimmed around the wall as it is not kept in. Barely out by Natras. Almost got back to cover that line. Prianti will go back to his D, and they will start to rush up. Connolly's got to get back. Kieger, he'll go behind the Colonial net. Looping in, shot. Gobbled there by McBride. 11:11 to go in the first period. Off the draw, DiDomenico will win it back to Chori. On the wall, Natras picks it up and move it over to Chori. Chory goes up the middle, bad break. Spiewak can't pull the trigger. He was in the slot. Forrester tried to go for a tip from Prianti, and it goes wide as that one will go past icing. All the way down, no icing. It was a Mountaineer who did it. Natras can't connect on his hit, and the Mountaineers keep possession, but a bad pass, and it'll go to Shaver and the Colonials. Off the boards, kept in just barely, though, by Forrester. Colonials turnover. Kravitz, shot, save made. Rebound is loose. Drass fighting for it, but getting it are the Mountaineers. Emmenecker. He'll start the move up. Spins through a couple, but loses the puck. Kravitz will rim it around the far wall, where it's picked up by Rossi. He'll go up to Mizgorski. Up to Baker. His pass is blocked, but goes straight to another Mountaineer. Klinkoe will send it in. Scrum for the puck in the corner. It'll be kicked behind the net. Miles, he'll go up to Basong. Basong just jumps that one in deep. Rossi now with it. He'll go straight up the gut, give it off to Klinkoe. He will just send that one on net. Shaver to pick up the rebound. 9:30 to go. That one sent straight up the gut. Rossi can't keep it in, though. Stahl will try and flip that one in. Bucci gives it right to Emmenecker. Shot, scores! Picks a corner. And Nadav Emmenecker starts the scoring here. It's 1-0 Mountaineers. Just a quick shot meets McBride in that top corner. Unable to get that shoulder up to cover it. Mountaineers will win the draw as Rossi back to get it. He'll send it over to the wall. It'll be picked up Hill. Sent up the wall to Stahl. He'll try and get that one past Dawkin. He will, but loses where it actually is. Klim will go over to Pulio. Back over to Dawkins, stuck in his feet, poked away by Stahl, where Klim can just flip it back towards center. Pass off the wall. Crabtree will move it back to the wall, but Hill and the Mountaineers will dump it back in. Up the middle, Klim. He will just dump this one in. Cohen. He'll go up the wall to Lurkey. Finds Dawkin. As he can't get it out. Colonials hemmed a little bit. Behind the net. Goes to Pulio. He'll go back behind his back. To find Dawkin. He'll try and spin, loses the puck. Across, shot, save made, rebound swinging at it, and another save made by McBride. Sent up, trying to find Borsch just past him. Got to be in a foot race with Cohen, and Cohen will win the race. Pass up, broken up by Natras, but right back to the Mountaineers, getting every single bounce are the Mountaineers. Chory loses that one to Page. Sent in front, swinging at it, and the net comes off from McBride. 7:40 to go in the first. Draws one again by the Mountaineers. They win it forward. Spiewak. He'll go across to his point. Wes Forrester. He'll send it behind. Spiewak. He'll take it. He'll go back to the point. Shot. Looking for a tip. Borsch will try and carry it up. He will tip it out to center. No chaser, so he will just send that one in and go for a change so a new line can get on. Dumped down by the Mountaineers. Zach Conley will race to get it. Leave it off for Kravitz. Wanted to go to Shaver. He was not ready for that pass. Forrester will just send that one the distance. Bucci to pick it up. He'll flip it around. There's a scrum for the puck along the wall. Will be sent back in by Forrester. Shaver will rim it back around, and it goes back to Forrester. He winds, fires. It's blocked in front by DiDomenico. Keeger, he'll go across. Dywin gets absolutely, he absolutely stands up DiDomenico. He saw it coming and reversed him into the ground. Spiewak fans on it. Shaver will poke it away from him. Drass will start the move up. He just can't connect on the pass to Zeiss Miller. Carrying up is Forrester. He gets hit off there by Zeiss Miller. It'll go across. Drass kicks out into Bucci. He'll go up the wall to find Romano. Romano into the middle, bouncing puck. Rebound after a weird shot. Almost available. Romano. He'll try and flip that one over to Drass. Can't get enough on it. And Forrester will bounce it around him. Out the middle. Pass all the way across to Klinkoe. Shot, save made. Rebound is loose and poked away by Zeiss Miller. Out of danger. Mizgorski keeps it in. Zeiss Miller takes it out. As Drass, he'll move it across to Romano. In on a break, up in the air. And he can't get a handle on it. But we've got a hand pass for the Mountaineers, so Colonials will get a chance to regroup. Off the draw, it'll be sent behind to Romano. He'll send it back to Zeiss Miller, but gets picked from behind by Rossi. Sent back around, Romano chases after it with Mizgorski. Couple bodies digging. Zeiss Miller will come out with it. He tries to move it over to Miles. Miles wasn't ready, and Rossi takes it from him. Klinkoe, he'll move it across. Broken up by Miles. He'll give it to Pulio, but turned back over. And down it goes. Dawkin beats one man, tries to dangle around another. Emmenecker chasing after him. Up to Pulio, it'll be tipped by Timmy Williams and out the center. Zeiss Miller on the chase, but elects to go for a change. Rossi will go across to Moscow. He'll go up the middle, bounces over the stick of Pulio. Dawkin has to chase it all the way back behind his own nets, fire it at a wall, no one there. And then the Mountaineers send it right back around. Crabtree to pick it up for the Colonials. He'll bounce it off the wall. Williams will throw his body. Crabtree will go up the middle. Able to pick the pocket of Sanders was Williams for the moment. In the feet of Connolly, didn't realize. Dawkin, he'll go off the glass. As that one is played by a high stick. 3:51 to go in this first period. DiDomenico will go in the draw. He will get tied up by Atkinson. And the Mountaineers will take it. Moscow will go up the middle. It's broken up by Borsch, but too far away from him. Colonials take it. Connolly stuck in his feet, still digging for it, and he'll get it out. He'll give it off to Borsch, right back to Connolly. Connolly enters the zone into the middle. Borsch's shot is blocked in the feet of Connolly. Borsch picks up the loose puck. He goes to Natras. Natras tries to go back to the point. Chori was not ready for it, and out the center it goes. Chori backhands it, but intercepted Atkinson. Bunch of people missing the puck. Who's going to get it? It's DiDomenico. As he sends that one into the far corner. Connolly, he'll circle back to get out of Atkinson's way. Chori trying to poke it away. He does. Up the wall, it will try and go, and it's kept in. Mizgorski's shot goes wide. Back to get it, Kravitz. Troy will take that puck and send it behind, but the only person there is a Mountaineer. So back with possession again are the Mountaineers. Seems like a stretch that the Colonials could have capitalized on, but it's right back to all power to the Mountaineers. Down below the net. Keeger, as it's on the back of the net. Everyone trying to get it off. DiDomenico eventually does. Basso turns shot. It's blocked by someone in front. Back to the point, Forrester. Poked away, Page still with it. Page will walk the wall, he'll go to the point. Shot, save made, rebound is there, going for a wraparound. Instead tries to pass it in front for a little quicker. No one there in blue. Kravitz will send that one down, and it will be a Colonial icing. 1:53 to go in the first period.
Fans, stick around for the first few minutes of the first intermission as us down here will be doing a towel toss.
So face off in the zone for the Colonials. They've been there a lot so far today. Bosong tries to get it out. It's kept in at the line. Rossi, his pass is broken up. Bosong still trying to dig it, and the Mountaineers still with possession. Rossi walks the slot. Shot glove save by McBride, and he holds it. 1:42 to go in the first. Off the draw, it'll be one to the wall. Prianti's shot is gloved and sent in the corner. Shaver picks his pocket off the rebound, moves it to Basong. He'll go off the wall trying to find Kravitz, but too far in front of him. Basong will find a loose puck as bouncing back and forth the puck will go. No one still with possession. Couple Colonials almost collide. McBride pokes that one away from a streaking Keeger. And he'll tip the next shot into the netting. 1:14 to go in the first. Down 1-0 are the Colonials. Another defensive zone draw for the Colonials. Miles will win it to the wall. Shaver tries to clear it out. It's in Klinkowi's feet. Shaver will go over to Bucci along the wall. He will just send that one straight up the gut, as that will not be an icing, as that goes straight to Lander. Mountaineers fumbling with that one. Romano will push it further into their zone. Cohen now with it. He'll go up the wall. Shaver can't keep it in. Bounces over his stick. Emenecker dances past Bucci. Shot, glove, save made by McBride as Shaver runs into him. .40 seconds to go after the incredible save there by McBride. Off the draw, it'll be won back by the Mountaineers, but Zeiss Miller to come and steal it. He'll move up, pushes it past Cohen, and he'll be the first one to it. He'll move it over to the far wall where Romano is the only one there. Gets met by Emenecker. Moscow takes the loose puck. Zeiss Miller comes in to help. Back to Bucci at the point. He'll go over to Shaver, who will just tip that one in. Turnover, Miles. He'll whack it down into the corner. Romano's there, but can't keep the puck. Cohen doesn't know where it is. Miles in front, looking for a tip there from Zeiss Miller. Emenecker will just send that one as we end the first period. Mountaineers take a 1-0 lead into our lone long intermission. We'll be back in about 12 minutes for the second period of Mountaineers and Colonials. Welcome back for the second period of play between Colonials and Mountaineers in the D4 level. Colonials got to make their comeback, down 1-0 going into that intermission. The Mountaineers looking to build on it. It was a very, how do I say this politely, a very nothing period. Not much happened on both sides. Mountaineers definitely had more happened for them than the Colonials did, but a lot of back and forth, a lot of fumbling with the puck at the neutral zone, at the lines. A lot of just swinging at things, so maybe a fact of the game started a half hour later than it was supposed to. Who knows if that's the cause. But bunch of sloppy plays, both teams. Mountaineers definitely had the edge that period. A lot more shots, a lot more chances. But no one really playing out of their mind right now. Mountaineers have the 1-goal lead. Evident of their possession lead, their shot lead, their goal lead. But even in that, it was a very different period than what we saw the past 12 that we've had on this very YouTube channel. As we get ready for the second period, Mountaineers finally making their way back to the ice. Taking our time to get puck dropped down. It'll be the red-hot second line that stayed hot for most of the season. 9 points in their last game against Shippensburg in the win combined. Face-off is down, and the Colonials will have possession off the draw. Miles' shot is blocked. Dicing is not feeling great. That one hit him low in the ankle. Dawkin, he'll swing that one up, and that will be an icing on the Colonials. Despite the fact the Mountaineers were back in their own zone. And you know, just like the first period, we're going to get a whistle just 13 seconds in. But this one will be 18 as opposed to how it was last in the first period. Off the draw, it'll be swung over to the bench wall, kept in at the line. Pulio can't get all of it. Hill moving in. Shot gets tipped by Dawkin. Zeiss Miller can't get it out, but a tip will go to Pulio. He'll move it up to Romano. Romano will just chip that one in. Nizgorski will go up the far wall with the pass. Lerke getting pressured here by Dawkin. Dawkin trying to take the puck. He'll move it to Romano. He loses it for the moment down below to Dawkin. Dawkin will go up the wall. Miles was pinching down. Pulio has to get back as we've got a penalty, and both parties are going to take a seat. Zeiss Miller will sit, and Chase Mizgorski will sit. So we will have coincidentals, I believe, so it'll be 4-on-4. Four-on-4. It'll be pushed forward by Atkinson, but Bucci is there to take it. Shaver will go the long way. Pass gets broken up, but still goes to Bucci. He'll send it up the wall for another Colonial icing as we slowly make our way through the 20 minutes.
RMU penalty to number 7, Sydney Crabtree. 2 minutes each for slashing. Time of the penalty is 59 seconds. Sorry, number 10, Elijah Zeiss Miller. 2 minutes for slashing. Time of the penalty is 59 seconds.
Off the draw, it'll be won by the Colonials. Bucci will go out to grab it.
Mizgorski for WVU.
Up the middle, gets a tip, and another Colonial icing. Again, and the Colonials do not like these calls. Specifically Drass, who's been on the chase every time. Not liking that they aren't getting a little bone throw their way. Dress will take his sweet time to get into the faceoff dot as the Mountaineers will win the draw again. Over to Sanders. Shot, blockered away by McBride. Kravitz trying to get it out. He can't. Bucci now with it. He will try and go up the middle. It's blocked. Taken there by Basso. Across. Atkinson. Shot goes way wide. Bucci. He'll try and clear it out. It's kept in. Shaver spins it around. Pinching down is Moscow. Jumps through a couple, and the Colonials get it back. Kravitz and Bucci digging for the Colonials. Coming out with it is Kravitz. He'll go off the wall, trying to spring Drass free, who is still on the ice. Drass will move it behind. Picking it up, Shaver. Trying to dance around, gets beat by Moscow, though. Still trying to stick lift Shaver. Moscow will come up. He'll go to the far wall and dump it around behind. Spiewak is there. He gets hit there by Dawkin as it's sent back behind by the Mountaineers. Dawkin will try and move that one forward. Throws a little bit of a reverse hit, but in the process, Spiewak. He's got it along the circle. Shot, save made by McBride as a huge hit thrown by Dawkin as Deasing takes him down after the play. Nine seconds to go in the 4-on-4. No call either way. DiDomenico will go in to the face-off for the Colonials. Baker for the Mountaineers. Baker will leave it for Emenecker. He moves in. Shot save made by McBride. Dawkin. He'll beat Emenecker around the back of the net. Emenecker dances through, runs into a hip check, does Dawkin. DiDomenico sent toward the middle. Natras tried to swing at it, can't get a shot off. Here come the Mountaineers. It's Deasing. He gets caught from behind by Borsch. As a penalty upcoming on the Mountaineers. 2-on-1 for the Colonials, though. It's Natras. Natras moving in. Shot goes into the wrong netting. As the Colonials will go to the power play here. It'll be Liam Deasing for a slash. Colonial power play on the ice. Drass will try and move it across to Kravitz. It will end up going the length of the ice. McBride will leave it for Bucci. He'll go off the wall to find Kravitz. Tries to go behind his back. Bet's caught from behind by Stahl. But Bossong will find the loose puck and just chip it in the Mountaineer zone. Rossi. He'll go off the wall and all the way down again. Colonials can't get anything started. Bucci will go to the far wall. Bounces right to Rossi. Rossi gets past Kravitz. In, shot, save made. Rebound is right there, and they score. Alexander Lurkey picks up the rebound and a short-handed goal for the Mountaineers. Increases their lead. Worst thing that can happen on a power play for the Colonials just happened, a short-handed goal. Now down by 2. Miles will leave him for Romano. As the D play catch here. Dawkin avoids the hit of Spiewak. He'll go across Pulio. Tipped by Zeissmiller into the Mountaineer zone. Dawkin will chase it behind as he gets hit way high to no call. Pulio. Stick explodes on the shot. Between the legs, pass by Miles. Can't find a stick of Romano. Back to the point. Connolly off the bench after the Pulio break. Behind the net, Miles. Can't get a full handle on it. Leaves it off for Zeissmiller. Zeissmiller will go across. Find Dawkin. Dawkin will go behind the net. Zeissmiller's there. Try to go back to him, but not there. That one will go up in the air. Zach Conley to pick it up. Shot goes wide. Zeissmiller trying to race to keep it in. He won't. He'll now go back into his own zone. He'll move it up to Miles. Miles finds Connolly. Connolly will move up with speed. Gets hit off by Atkinson. As the puck will go behind the net. Romano throwing the body as well. Penalty is expired. Connolly behind the net. Leaves it. DiDomenico shot. Net comes off as it just kicks wide by Mizgorski. He almost kicked that one in his own net. That would have been a detriment after the momentum they gained by the shorthanded goal. Colonials can't capitalize on the power play. Atkinson in the draw, opposed from DiDomenico. DiDomenico went to Borsch, tried to go to Conley. He won't. Taken down as Spiewak. Atkinson will find the loose puck. He gets caught from behind by a couple Colonials. Chori will fight for that one as well. Physical game picking up. Shot, it's blocked by Chori. Trying to win the race to the puck, he will not. Mizgorski with it. He catches him from behind. Body's being thrown in front of the West Virginia bench. Now in front of the Colonial bench, the puck will go. DiDomenico will move it into the O zone. Shot is blocked by Dysing. Reverse hit thrown as that one will go up the wall. Spiewak. It's poked there by Shaver. Mountaineers are offside, so can't touch it. Bucci. He'll go up to DiDomenico. Bounces past his stick, but Shaver keeps it in. Long distance shot goes wide. Crabtree will have it. Scrum as it goes out to the point. Bucci can't keep it in. Shaver's got to put on a horse. Spiewak, 2-on-1. Across. Scores. Michael Page on a beautiful 2-on-1 opportunity extends the lead to 3-0. Not much McBride could do on that one. He tried to be desperate. He tried to throw the stick up in desperation. Just couldn't get it in the way. Off the draw, it's picked up immediately by Basso. Basso, he'll circle back. Go out to the point. Forrester, shot, save made McBride, and he gobbles that one up. 13-10 to go in the second period. Actually, 12:45 to go in the second period. Forrester, it'll be moved behind. Dawkin can't corral it. Prianti gets picked by Drass, but turns it right back over to Basso. He gets taken down, turnover in the slot. Turnaround shot is gloved there by McBride and held. Another draw in front of McBride, another win for the Mountaineers. Back to the point. Shot there is blocked by his own man in front. Keeger, he'll walk behind. It's sent behind. Keeger will pick it up off the pass from Forrester. Back to the point. Cohen fires. It's blocked in front by Dawkin, and the Colonials get it out to center. Keeger, he'll move it over to Forrester. They'll go back to Cohen, and they'll play catch. Forrester hit off the puck for the moment. Getting it is Basso, the loose puck. Basso back to Forrester. They'll play catch, but missing that one. Keeger behind the net, pressured off. Puglia will grab it, try and clear it, but kept in again by Forrester. Dawkin will try and go up the wall. Basong trying to whack at it, and he can't. Still can't get it out of the Colonials. Puck in feet. It'll be moved out. Kravitz moving out. 3-on-1. Shot goes wide by Kravitz. And now an odd-man rush for the Mountaineers. 3-on-2. Emenecker tries to dance past Connolly. It'll go in front, swinging at it multiple times. Rebounds available. Mizgorski winds, fires, save made by McBride. Drass will elect to just dump it down and will be an icing. 10:55 to go in the second period. Off the draw, Colonials win it. Connolly, but can't keep it out as Mizgorski keeps it in. Kravitz, he'll dump it in. Chasing after it, Connolly and Romano. Romano will leave it off for Connolly so we can get it behind the net, but loses it straight to Baker. Emenecker, he'll go to the far wall, bounces over the stick of Rossi. He gets it off the boards though. Rossi dances past Chori. Shot, gloves, save made by McBride. Stahl will enter the draw, posed from Miles. It'll be won by Miles to the wall. Mountaineers able to pick pockets and get it though. Stahl will go behind the net. Turnaround shot, it's blocked by Bucci. Bucci throwing his body around. Stahl knocks him down though. Still digging for it. Bucci and Stahl. Trying to get it out, and Bucci eventually does, and that is definitely going to be another Colonial icing. Under 10 minutes to go in the second period, halfway through gameplay here between Colonials and Mountaineers. It'll be one to the wall by the Colonials. Can't get it out as Miles. Mizgorski will go across. Rossi back to Mizgorski. He takes a shot. It's blocked by Bucci. Whacking at it. Stopped by McBride on the quick shot by Lurkey. Mizgorski's shot blocked by Bucci again. Another shot is blocked again by McBride. That one will finally clear the zone and will not be an icing. So the Colonials can get at least one off, and they do. Carrying up as Bucci goes to lay a hit on Atkinson. Shaver will fire that one down. Two Colonials are the furthest behind. Zeiss Miller. He'll try and go to Romano, but was not anticipating that location. As it'll go back out the center. Shaver to just dump it in. Colonials offside, now back on. Carrying up for the Mountaineers. Basso. Into the Colonial zone. Shot goes over the net. Natras will find the rebound and skate it out. Dumps it in. Chases after it himself. Try to go in the middle, but no one there for the Colonials. Wide open in the slot. Basso will drop it. Shot. Save made McBride. Puck goes behind the net. And eventually sent out the center. Catch between D, and eventually Keeger will tip it in. Pulio. He'll go up to Dawkin. Poked free. Pulio finds the loose puck. And we'll send it across to Natras. He'll chip it as Chris Connolly chases. Sanders to carry up as Chris Connolly knocks him down, but also knocks down Crabtree in the process. Klim picks up the loose puck. Here come the Colonials. Looking to gain life. Klim, shot, save made, rebound is hit into the wall. Sent behind by Connolly. Klim doesn't know where the puck is. And picked up here by Keeger. He'll go up the wall to Spiewak. Sent into the middle where it's neither Klim or Pulio wanted to play it. Eventually it's Pulio and turned over. Spiewak, but offsides are the Colonials. Or offsides of the Mountaineers, my mistake. Not happy about the call. Spiewak was home free on a breakaway. Off the draw, the Mountaineers win it again. It'll go back to the point to Dysing. Dysing, who move it up to Peranti. Blocked and now to Kravitz, who'll move it up into Drass. Drass, who move it down behind the Mountaineer net. Finds the puck, tries to send it in front in a bunch of bodies, and the Mountaineers take it. Up the wall, it'll go to Connolly. Connolly to just dump it in. As Dysing back for the Mountaineers, takes out Drass after he lost the puck. After he gets it back, it'll be tipped multiple times and it'll go to Zach Connolly. Connolly will start the rush up. Shot gloved there by Lander and held. .6:33 to go in the second period. Off the draw, it'll go back to Dawkin. Dawkin waits for a lane to clear. Shot is gobbled by Lander and held. And 5 seconds later, we will try it again from the offensive zone of the Mountaineers. Off the draw, it'll be pushed back to Dawkin. He'll go back down to Romano. Past him, though, and down to Mizgorski. Up the wall, Dawkin with it again. Tries to dance past Baker, and he loses it. Emenecker will just dump it down. Pulio's got a couple on him. And he still has one on him, as that should have been holding. Here comes Emenecker. Poked there, and backdoor won't go for Emenecker. Great stick there by McBride. Zeiss Miller wins the race to the puck. Could have been an icing. Down to get it Miles, sent towards the middle. Mizgorski takes it for the Mountaineers. Now here they come. Dawkin will send that one off the glass. Here comes Romano. Romano shot, glove saved by Lander and held. 5:30 to go in the second. Sent around and behind. Hill will chase after it. Shaver tries to push it past him and can't. Puck is still loose. Stahl will want to grab it. Stahl moving up the wall. He'll drop it back to the D and Cohen. Crabtree without a stick. as that's going to be a hand pass. The rules in some leagues, you can hand pass in your own defensive zone, but this is not one of them. And Crabtree learned that the hard way on that one. Off the draw, digging for it as Williams goes down hard. And he is grabbing that knee. Shot there is stopped. As Williams is still down. He eventually makes his way to his feet, which will not cause a stoppage now. Mountaineers still with it, and Stahl will touch it off sides, and down goes Williams again. As that is not a good thing to see, as he is clutching on that knee. Don't know if he got hit again after the whistle. But he will make his way back to the bench on his own accord. Always good to see. .436 to go in the second. Off the draw, it'll be won by the Mountaineers again. Back to get it, Cohen. He will just dump it in for McBride to leave it off. Shaver gets met. And the Colonials will try and break it out. They can't. Atkinson turns it right over to Borsch, though, and he will send it the length for another Colonial icing. Off the draw, it'll be sent to the wall again, as this will go out to center. Page will leave it off. Borsch trying to pick a pocket, and he can't. Dicing. He'll carry it up himself, gets past a couple, still pushing forward, loses the puck though. Dicing, off angle shot, knocks the water bottle off the top of McBride's, but it hit the side of the net. Shaver tries to move forward. Pass is broken up by Atkinson and sent right back by the Mountaineers. Connolly will rim that one around the wall. Dicing, shot as he levels DiDomenico. Connolly will start to move up and elect to just dump it as everyone else changes. Everyone except for Natras. Pass, turn over to Basong as he takes a shot from Atkinson late. Carrying up Forrester. Pass is broken up again. As Basso with it. He'll go up the middle. It's broken up Dawkin. Finds Pulio. His pass will go to no man's land. Forrester over to Keeger. Keeger will start to carry up for the Mountaineers. He'll go down below the goal line. Still wrapping with the puck. Still able to hold it after a hit from Basong. Dawkin will dance past one. He gives it off to Kravitz. Moving pick by Dawkin, and the shot goes over the net by Kravitz. Basong will dump that one down to Kravitz. Drass off the bench. Shot, scores! Julian Drass cuts the lead to 2. As he gets one he's desperately needed. And that whole first line needs to start going. 2:24 to go in the second period. Plenty of time for anything to happen. Off the draw, it'll be won by Miles. Back to the point. Pulio. He'll try and send that one wide, but he won't. That'll be another icing for the Colonials.
And number 27, Carter Basson. Time of the goal is 17:36. Drafts from Puleo and Basson at 17:36.
Off the draw to the wall again. Spiewak. It'll be dug around. Keeger back to the point. Rossi down back to Keeger, back up to Rossi. Shot save made McBride. It'll go to Mizgorski. Shot is blocked and flipped out to center. Romano was trying to break free. Zeiss Miller and Miles run into each other. Spiewak. Into the middle. Shot save made as a penalty upcoming on the Colonials. It'll be Nick Miles to take a seat.
Robert Morris penalty number 20. Nicholas Miles, a 2-minute minor for slashing. Time of the penalty 18:22. Miles RMU, 2 for slashing at 18:22.
So the rest of this period will be kill for the Colonials unless the Mountaineers strike to bring the lead back to 3. Back to the point it will go. Page across the Spiewak. In front, looking for a tip from Atkinson, won't go. Tulio Di Domenico breaks that one up and sends it out the center. Dicing, he'll go back behind his own net, 1:15 to go in the second. Carrying up his Spiewak.
69 seconds.
Atkinson, shot, save made McBride. Puck is still loose. As a scrum for it. Bucci helping McBride cover that puck.
1 minute remaining in the period. 1 minute.
Off the draw to be won back by Connolly. Bucci will try and get it up. It's kept in. Atkinson in his feet. Klim tried to whack at it. Hill along the wall. Shot save made McBride, and he will cover that one. 48 to go in the second. Off the draw to be won by the Colonials in an unorthodox way there by Connolly. Back to Rossi at the point. Rossi across. Shot save made by McBride. As he holds that one. Keeger, he'll win it over to Emenecker. Back to the point, Rossi. He'll go over. Shot, it's blocked. In the feet, and a tip from Klim. It gets out to center. Rossi will circle behind his own net. As Klim almost forcing a turnover now. Emenecker will take it up. Tries to dance past Connolly. Still has him in front of him. Brianti. Shot save made. Rebound was available there for Basso on the back door. Won't go. 2 seconds. Basso's shot is tipped. Rebound is sent wide. And that will do it for the second period. Mountaineers extend their lead to 3-1. We will step aside for about 2 minutes for a quick intermission. Third period getting ready to begin. Quick intermission is all that entails. Very long game to this point, especially for all of us who have been here since 2 o'clock this afternoon for the D1 game. As we are approaching 9 hours. As puck drop is underway. Mountaineers will go back into their own zone. Carrying up his Hill. He'll start the rush up. It's gloved there by McBride. And a whistle. 5 seconds to go.
50-50. The winner wins a whopping $20. If you have ticket number 50427.
Off the draw. Hard shot from Dysing, and he scores. Liam Dysing steps into it with 3 seconds on the penalty. And makes this a 3-goal game again. 4-1 Mountaineers. Off the draw. Scrum for it. Lurkey will come out with it in the Mountaineers. It'll be sent in, but off Basong. Lurkey will go back to his point. Dysing. In shot. Shoulder saved by McBride. Go behind the net. Off the wall to Forrester. Over one more time. Shot. Saved and into the netting.
Once again, the number is 50427 on your red ticket.
Off the draw. Carrying out his Shaver. 2-on-1 for the Colonials. Shaver gets it knocked off his stick. And Atkinson will take it from him. Caught from behind to the Colonials on a 2-on-1 yet again. Miles covering back as he takes a high stick. As I believe they're actually going to call this offside.
$20 was gracefully donated back to the club team. We thank you for your generous donation.
Mountaineers win this draw. It'll go straight in the middle. Atkinson shot. Save made McBride. Rebound is bounced out. Shot again and scores again. Michael Page gets his second of the night. And the Colonials are not having their night. (5-1). Now the score, 18:44 to go in the third. As this one seems to be getting out of reach, even for the amount of comebacks we've had this weekend. One forward by the Colonials, but Spiewak will be the one to grab it. Sent in Dawkin. He'll move it up to Chris Conley. Up to Timmy Williams. Back on the ice. Fans on the shot. Dawkin and Connolly fighting over the puck. Neither of them won it. Carrying up now is Keeger as he takes the loose puck. Kiger dancing in. Backhand. Misses the net wide. Had McBride beat. Just couldn't bury it in the little hole. As we're going to get a misconduct penalty here for number 14, Samuel Kiger. A 10-minute misconduct, saying something in the face-off dot.
at 143.
So he'll be sitting for a majority of this period for some words in the box. Because no power play, I believe the face-off will not change ends of the ice. So Kiger will sit for 10 minutes, and then after that, the next whistle. Colonials push forward off the face-off. Borsch can't jump his way around that one as Natras lays the body. He gets the puck now. Natras winds and gets caught from behind and takes a tumble into the wall. Carrying up Saunders. He'll go in the middle for Baker. Baker behind the net. Loose puck and swung out of there by Pulio. Natras will try and run into Baker. Borsch does, but the puck goes out to center. Sent around by King Chloe. Dawkin gets hit by Emenecker. He'll go over to Pulio. Up to Borsch. He just chips that one out to center. Emenecker will keep circling around in his own zone. Dances past Natras. Emenecker will go up. It's taken by Drass. Pulio tried to hit Natras. He was going for a change. Saunders back to get it. He'll go up the wall. Baker gets pickpocketed in the middle for Drass. Drass's shot is blocked by Saunders. Scrum along the wall as Kravitz will move that one in the far corner. Everyone goes back the other way. Shot there from Chori, won't go. Into the middle. Kravitz shot. It's blocked. And into the corner. Kravitz trying to fight. He can't get it out. Moscow. It'll go up to the point. Chori tipped by Drass into the corner. Kravitz in the middle trying to find Drass. Met by Emenecker as he pickpockets Conley as well. Here comes Emenecker. He will just dump it on net. McBride descending in the corner. Chori flings it around. Forrester gives it to Connolly. Now the Colonials thought they were going to break away, but the Mountaineers get it right back. Hill dumps it around behind. Lurkey loses it to Miles. Colonials trying to get it out. They still can't. A lot of great sticks from the Mountaineers. Sent in by Dicing. Lurkey to pick it up. He can't. It'll go past him. Forrester can't either, and it's back out to center. Dicing takes it down as Romano gets taken down. Poked by Lander as it goes behind the net. Connolly will not be able to beat Stahl to that, and Stahl will push it around behind the net. Carrying up for the Mountaineers. They'll just flip it out to center. Bucci to come off the bench and try and start something. He will just turn that puck over. 15 to go in the third. Atkinson will just kick that one out into the zone. Shaver. Mountaineers are changing. Here comes Chris Connolly. Carrying up. Waits, fires. It's stopped by Lander. Chris Connolly still with it. In the middle, finds Romano. Backhand shot goes wide. Can't find anyone in front. Bucci, the only defender back for the Colonials. He'll bounce it off the wall to find Connolly. Rest of the Colonials changing. As he'll move up to Shaver. Shaver will just dump it in. As this one will go to the wall. Crabtree cuts down to get it, and now the Mountaineers take it again. No one wants to keep it, but Page keeps moving it forward. It's shot and saved into the glass and sent all the way back down by the Colonials. Mizgorski, he'll play catch with Cohen. He'll finally move up to Atkinson. Atkinson into the Colonial zone. Shot save made McBride, and he'll hold that one. 13:47 to go in the third. Off the draw, it's one back to Perotti. It's blocked. Perotti sends that one over the net. Spiewak to get it. He'll go back to Stahl. To Spriati. Shot goes off the side of the net. Playing with it behind the net. Shot again off the side as the net comes off. 13:26 to go in the third. Off the draw, it's one back by the Mountaineers again. Mizgorski, he'll go down here to Spiewak. They'll continue to play catch. Shot there is tipped and goes wide. Kravitz, he'll go up the wall to find Drass. In the middle to find Basong. Tries to dance through. He can't get him. Pulio, spin around, will find Drass. Tries to poke it in, but can't. Mizgorski will just circle back. Over to Cohen. In the middle finds Mizgorski. He'll go straight up the middle. He'll just elect to dump it in and go back to his D. Dawkin will bounce that one out. Cohen will go across to Mizgorski. Up to Spiewak. Carrying in, trying to dangle through. Loses the puck. We'll pick it up back behind the net. Gets crunched there by Romano. As so does Drass. It'll be sent back into the Colonial corner. Docket around, finds Pulio. As he gets hit hard, and that's going to be called. And it'll be their captain, Andrew Prianti.
2 minutes by yourself and you feel shame, you know, and then you get free.
It'll be a hit from behind. It'll be a cross check is the call. So a power play for the Colonials. Did not have a great first one. Shaver. Shot gloved there by Lander.
7:03. 7:53. Prianti from WVU. 2 for a cross check at 7:53.
One back to Shaver. Shaver at the point, in the middle, finds Miles, waits, it's blocked. Miles still able to send that one in as he's tumbling, as that one gets sent into the ceiling for a whistle. Off the draw again, Zeiss Miller. Multiple wins in a row for the Colonials. Off angle shot, save Mylander. Behind the net, trying to go for a wraparound of the Colonials. Loose puck in front. As Miles somehow can't bury that puck that was right there. Sitting wide open. Ref was there. He knew it did not cross the line. Miles takes his time. He'll win it again. Back to Shaver. Across to Bucci. Bucci's shot looking for a tip. Romano could not get in front. Miles finds the puck. Goes back to Bucci again at the point. Shot goes wide. Rebound for Shaver. Spin around shot won't go. Loose puck as we're going to get another Mountaineer penalty. It'll be Robert Rossi for a cross check. So a 5-on-3 for a minute and 5. Colonials are down 4, can potentially get 2 with this 2-man advantage. Pulio will go over to Dawkin. His shot goes wide. Rebound out in front. Digging for it. It's loose, and Bosong puts it in the back of the net. But after the whistle goes. Puck was loose. Colonials do not get the luck of the draw there. 11:02 to go in the game. That one will not get cleared out. Dawkin keeps it in. It'll go behind the net. Bosong to chase after it. Bosong back to Dawkin. Dawkin over to Pulio. Back to Dawkin. Fires. It's tipped and goes wide. Scrum behind the net between Connolly and a Mountaineer. Dawkin will pinch down and keep it in. Dawkin. Waits, fires, and it's blocked by Bosong and his own guy. Bosong gets the puck. Goes for a stretch pass, won't find it. Pulio, shot, tipped, no tip, and it just goes wide. Looking for a tip was Bosong. Dicing taking a little extra to Connolly there. Not liking the attention he's showing in front of his goaltender. 18 seconds ago in the initial penalty. So 5-on-3 for another 18. It'll be one to the wall. Romano back to Shaver. Shaver goes down to Romano again. Off-angle shot goes wide. Bucci to pick it up. Bounces over the stick of Drass. He'll get it all the way over. Romano. Behind the net, 2 seconds to go. Bucci keeps it in. Prianti's back on the ice. Off-angle shot. Miles in his feet. Can't get anything. And now here come the Mountaineers. Mizgorski will carry with Stahl. As Romano just plays the body, and Shaver throws a man down in Stahl. Colonials picking up the physicality here. Bucci will try and find Shaver. It manages to keyhole its way to him. Across to Miles. Miles back to the point. Bucci. Shot tipped in front. Won't go. Still with a chance, Romano, and eventually covered by Lander. Only 1 minute and change until Kiger is set free. As the Mountaineers win the draw, Williams will try and force this man into the wall. It won't go. Basso, he'll move in. Shot goes through McBride, but wide. Emmenecker gets hit there by Connolly. Back to 5-on-5, up to Williams. Williams throws his body at Dicing, but in the process takes himself off sides. 9:02 to go in the third period. And a game that has seemingly got longer as it's gone on. I guess that makes sense, but Every period seems to be getting longer. Off the draw, it's back to Dysing. His pass will make its way to Emmenecker as he pokes it around. Carrying up Baker. Baker fans on that one as Klim takes him into the wall. This will be moved up as Williams chases after Forrester. Forrester will go across the ice to find Baker. Baker gets run into the wall again. Still back and forth the puck will go. That one hits the referee. Colonials get a lucky bounce on that one. Emmenecker tying up with Kravitz as Emmenecker's all over him, and that will be called. Emmenecker pinning Kravitz down to the ice. Set free will be Kiger. And Emmenecker will be shown to the locker room. Kravitz will be shown to the penalty box, it seems. In fact, Kravitz will also be shown to the locker room as we await the calls. It'll be a power play for the Colonials, it looks like. So both getting ejections or 10 minutes and an extra on top for the Mountaineers and Emmenecker.
RMU penalty to number 8, John Wayne Kravitz. WVU penalty to number 87, Nadav Emmenecker. 10 minutes each for Unsportsmanlike. Emmenecker for West Virginia. 2 minutes for roughing. Time of the penalties, 11:51.
As we've got a 5-on-4.
For RMU.
Mountaineers do not have someone in the box.
For West Virginia, 10 minutes each for Unsportsmanlike. Emmenecker for WVU.
Drass, he'll carry up the middle for the Colonials. Poked off his stick, and now here come the Mountaineers. Larkey will just dump that one on net. Dawkin. He'll try and find Drass. It's away from him. Up to Zeiss Miller. He'll go to Basong. It'll be in his skates. Sent down. Zeiss Miller goes around. Finds Pulio. Pulio takes the off-angle shot. It's blocked by Stahl, and he'll send it the length. Back it'll go to the Mountaineers in their own zone as they flip it down. Shaver will circle back as he is caught from behind by Atkinson. Went for the wraparound. Still takes the puck. Off-angle shot. Stopped by McBride. Shaver will move that one up the wall as the Mountaineers will just kill a lot of time. Carrying up is Rossi. He'll go up the middle, goes past the stick of Miles, and out the center. Bucci, he'll go in the middle to find Miles. He'll leave it for Shaver. Goes over for Bucci. He'll go back over to Shaver. Shaver's shot is gloved there by Lander and held. Ten seconds to go on the penalty. And they're finally getting someone to serve the 2-minute. It'll be Prianti. So he'll be in there for 10 seconds. Off the draw. Williams blocks that one. It'll go to Connolly. Conley fires from distance. It's stopped by Lander. Prianti is set free from his 10-second timeout. Bucci, he'll go across to Chris Connolly. 6 minutes to go in an everlasting game. Prianti pressured by Williams. He'll get past him. Prianti moving up. Shaver, he'll go up the middle. It's stopped by Dicing. Prianti and Shaver are going to go at it in the back of the play as play continues to slow down. Chori will turn that one over as it's picked up here by Kiger. He'll go back to Forrester. Clear will go to Shaver as Prianti and Shaver continue to go at it, and Shaver's going to get the only call here despite all the extra stuff by Prianti. As Shaver's going to get tossed as well for an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty.
Already penalty number 23, William Shaver, a 2-minute minor for cross-tracking and a 10-minute misconduct. Time of penalty 14:57.
As we hit the final 5 minutes, things are still going as slow as they were at the beginning. Spiewak. Go behind the Colonial net. Connolly will pick it up and send it all the way down. Forrester back in his own zone. Will go up the middle, intercepted by Connolly, and back it will go into the Mountaineers zone. Borsch the only pressure for the Colonials. Atkinson to carry up. He'll just take his time. Gives it off to Forrester. He walks in, Wines fires, and it's in the netting. .422 to go in this third, so we might be out of here by midnight as we approach 11:30. This will be pushed back to the point. Page sends it back. This will go all the way down. Out to play it, Forrester. He'll move it up, carrying as Atkinson. Atkinson puts on the brakes. Shot there, save made McBride, and he will hold that one. Just under 4 minutes to go. .56 seconds to go on the Shaver penalty. It'll go back to the point. Basso. Back and forth with Rossi. Back down to Basso. Back again to Rossi. Shot tipped and into the netting. .342 to go. It'll be won by the Mountaineers. Back to Rossi. He'll send it down. Kiger. Up the wall will go to Basso. Down to Kiger. Up the wall, Klim. He'll carry up. Klim's got Connolly, and he'll just fire it into the far corner. Colonials still shorthanded for another 12 seconds. Klim throwing his body at their captain. Prianti Sent down the length of the ice for the final second. 3 minutes to go in the third. Carrying us up is Rossi. I'll give it to Klinkowie. Down behind the net, in front and in the back of the net. Another goal for the Mountaineers. It'll be Leo Basso. And it is a 6-1 game as that one sat right on that goal line. Long enough for Basso to just tap that one in. Faceoff is down. It'll be won by Drass all the way back into their own zone. Connolly to chase. Gets met by Lurkey, but keeps it for the Colonials. Basong will try and find Romano. It won't go to him, and should have been a hand pass on the Colonials. I think the refs are under the impression that this game should just end as soon as possible. Everyone is tired. This will get moved up the far wall, carrying up Moscow. Has Conley to beat and can't beat him. Conley able to stick lift around Moscow and dangle around Larkey and just chip it off the wall and out. That one is kick blocked by Conley, practicing his karate moves there. Chori will get that one out the center. Miles up to Romano. Romano spin around, will go wide. Page trying to push it out, and eventually it does for the Mountaineers. 1:30 to go. Carrying up Page. He gets bodied there by Romano. Dawkin will pass that one and hit off the skate of Miles for no icing. Klim can't keep possession as Hill will carry up for the Mountaineers. He'll go off the wall and all the way down. Dawkin fighting for that one with Hill on him. And he comes out with it. He'll bounce that to Klim. Klim will bounce that one back in the middle, trying to find Dawkin. It'll go past him. Atkinson will fire that one down. As the Colonials and Mountaineers play catch with who's going to finish the clock. Hill will go over to Atkinson. He turns it over to DiDomenico, who gives it right back. Mizgorski playing catch with it is Sanders and Hill as it's sent behind. 33 seconds to go. Dawkin will go over to Pulio. Pulio, long stretch pass looking for Natras. Mizgorski is there, gets past him, drops it for DiDomenico, who drops it back, but no shot comes. Passing up to the Colonials. Borsch, he'll go over. Natras, final 10, takes the shot and it goes over. DiDomenico fans on it. And the Mountaineers, in what seemingly took the longest amount of time, pull off the win 6-1 at Robert Morris and sweep the Colonials with this win. Colonials seemingly getting dominated most of this game. The body play was huge for West Virginia. They played it well. And the Colonials just couldn't capitalize. They got under their skin too easily and just unable to do anything with it. Thank you for sticking around, if you did, for all 3 games of the night. Starting with the 4-2 win that seems like hours and hours and days ago for the D1 Colonials as they took down Syracuse 4-2. And then the shootout thriller for D3 as they take down Kent State 5-4 in a shootout. And then the D4 Colonials fall to West Virginia 6-1. Score update from the women Colonials. I do have that score wrong. I heard it was 8-0. It was actually a 6-1 loss. So the exact same score as this one here. They fall to Mercyhurst. So I have the score wrong on the scoreboard. Correct score 6-1 in favor of the Lakers. But thank you for joining us this whole weekend. It was a eventful one for sure. 2 shootout comeback wins and a win earlier today as the D1 Colonials sweep Syracuse. The D4 Colonials do not complete the weekend sweep for the Colonials. And with that, we'll drop to 1-3-1 in divisional play. West Virginia will jump to 5-3. A lot of wins needed for the Colonials, but a lot of games in hand. Thank you for joining us on all 3. We will see you next weekend as we've got D1 taking on IUP and John Carroll, and then the D4 Colonials taking on Carnegie Mellon in their senior night. So we will have another senior night next week. We will see you all for those 3 games, hopefully, next weekend.